The following video you are about to watch contains adult language. Probably didn't need to say that, but I will, because just in case someone is bothered by that. Tacos.
Oh, it goes on and on and on and on. Stream. Heaven. Phenomena. I'm sorry. Hey, hi, ho, and howdy, everybody. My name is Shannon Shook, and welcome yet again to another episode of something here on the channel. And this is a special occasion. This is not just any episode. This is Citrus. Not only is this Citrus, but this is episode 12 of Citrus. And this is not only episode 12 of Citrus, but it's the goddamn finale. We're coming in for a landing, folks. Hopefully a normal landing with wheels, and we don't just crash directly into the ground and be like, oh, we're all dead. That's great. It's great being dead. Hey, Mei, you got the eyes of terror going on right there. So I bet you we are coming in for a crash landing. Anyway, point is, hey, hi, ho, and howdy, everybody. My name is Shannon Shook, and welcome to another reaction blind commentary video, the final one for our first show here on the channel. Our zesty lemon fresh lesbian show, Citrus. It's episode 12. My love goes on and on. And I don't really know what to say other than I'm interested, I'm intrigued, I'm excited, I'm curious. I'm a lot of things. Not as curious as they are. Vagina love. Well, it's so hot in here. It's so hot in here, but it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. It's cold outside. Baby, it's cold outside. But it is not that way in this room. And I blame you. No. Actually, no. I should have kept with the I blame you and then turned into like, cause you so hot, baby girl. See, like that, and then it's too fucking late. So now you all just think I'm being mean, and it's not what I meant. I'm sure you're all fabulous looking. I don't know. Chris, can you weigh in on this? There ain't no children's in that audience, is there? There better not be. Otherwise, we're gonna have a serious discussion about internet privileges for you children's. What the fuck am I talking about? Anyway, yeah, it's episode 12 of Citrus. It's the finale. It's the final episode, and I'm interested to see where this goes. I'm not going into it expecting a clean wrap up by any means. I'm not expecting that because I know that there's a whole manga that's still going on involving these fuckers, and I imagine it don't work all the way out perfectly by the end of it. But you know what? Maybe that's okay. Maybe it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. Maybe that's enough. So we're going to get started here in just a second. But first, I suppose we should talk about what happened in the last episode. In the last episode, I don't remember a ton of what happened, but I remember that the twins did stuff. And Sarasota, California, nailed it. Damn it. She's after Mei. And Nina's talking to Yuzu, going like, hey, baby girl, you can't be doing this. My sister, she's got a thing going on here. And she's like, but I got a thing going on with my sister. It sounds questionable when you say it out loud, but I assure you it's romantic as hell. Yeah, no, it ended off in an interesting place, and I'm ready to see how it goes. So let's do it. To it. Screw it. Anyway, we're going to get started here with the final episode of Citrus. In 3, 2, I'm shaking, 1. I didn't even do the start thing like I usually do. Usually saying tacos or some shit, but it's serious. There's stuff going on here. You know when there's a close-up on someone's lips that it's getting real. It's getting intense. And then this song comes on and it stops being intense and because it's kind of cheery. And you're like, there ain't nothing intense about this. You know what's a criminal thing? we ain't seen the mother in like forever. And if I don't at least get a nice wave at the camera goodbye, then this show is an immediate 3 out of 10. I'm sorry, it can't get any higher than that. Unless they bring back Dark Chocolate for just like a post-credit scene. Like, he puts on the fucking Infinity Gauntlet at the end of it, and he's like, oh yeah, let's do this shit. And then I really like that bear, I'm sorry. One thing I should, two things quickly I want to talk about is, number one, we just hit 100 subscribers on the channel, like the day before I'm recording this. On Friday. So yeah, number one, I want to give a huge thank you to you guys here and now. I'm definitely, be aware, at the end of this episode, I'm going to spend about 10 to 15 minutes just saying thank you to you guys, because it's kind of fucking weirdo I am. That being said, I did do a thank you and update video for the channel, which I would recommend checking out if you guys care about what the goings on of the channel and all, if you guys plan to stick around after the show is over, as well as I think I am going to do a final thoughts video. I don't know when it's coming out. It's going to come out at some point in the next 3 weeks max. I don't know. It's weird. And it's not going to be... Don't go into it being like, here's this ultimate detailed breakdown review. No, because it's just going to be like, here's a couple things I thought, and I guess. But I would like to do it. Just because I have had a good time. There's things to like about the show, for sure. Oh, it's really happening. I do gotta say, though, Sarasota, California is a muffin. It's making this. I'm a Sarasota, California joke is what's being made here. It's just because I don't know how to pronounce her name. If it's Sarah or if it's Sarah. They said it, Sarah, but I'm like, that's Sarah, though. My nose is fucking with me right now, and I don't like it. This is the least intense wok fight I've ever seen in my life. She got to fight for her right to party. What the fuck am I going to call you, though? I can't think of a fucking name while you're crying. Don't do this. Number one, girl, I understand your plight and sorrow, but don't you be dripping your saline-ridden ass eye juice all over my face. That's gross. It's nasty. It's really not. It's just come out of someone's head, though, and that's weird. My fucking nose. I'm so sorry. I want to just punch it off of my head. People think I got some sort of drug problem just doing lines of coke off my fucking desk, which I would never do because this shit needs to be cleaned first, because it's just... How many times I spill fucking coffee on this motherfucker? You do it. So damn, you got them purple eyes. And I approve. Okay. It's done. We're not doing this anymore. Also, my face hurts because I just slapped the shit out of myself. It does appear so. Again, though, you jumped on that shit immediately. Again, I sympathize, but... I mean, you gotta try, right? You've been here for like 20 minutes. Again, I get it. But, girl... Yeah, no, homegirl is fucking incredibly fragilely emotion... Y'all are. But so am I, so I can't really judge. She got the wiggle eyes. Careful, Yuzu. You better find a way to pull this back in your favor by the end of the episode, because even if you get Mei or you don't, you're at risk of losing your best girl status to Sarah. It's dangerously close to that happening. Yep, sometimes that's the thing that'll bring you the most happiness, is just taking care of the people who you care about. That is way too long a fucking word. I'm sorry, but whoever decided to name that street, you're trying way too fucking hard. You need to tone that shit down immediately, because ain't nobody got time to be going down to Kujima Street. That's too many letters. Where do you live? The fucking moon? Distance and word time? Space? That's the thing. God damn it. I would imagine it was because you're frightened. Again, I get it. Sometimes even if you want that, it can stop you in your tracks completely. Again, I've been in multiple situations where I'm like, I want something right there so much. And then I just stand there like this. What the hell are you doing? Bubblegum muffin child? Yes. Fucking adorable. I'm sorry. That's just... I don't care who's saying it. I don't care if it's even the sass monster herself. I approve of the scarves, girls. It's admirable in certain cases. That's right, girls. You go get you some. I don't know what I mean by that, but whatever that some is, you do it. I don't fucking know. Just slapped the shit out of myself again. And then did it 2 more times just to test to see if I really was paying attention to what I was doing. It's all bad. Harry, are you doing that weird shit where you come flying off the side of my face again? You probably are. Did it get darker all of a sudden? I have to go back and look at that. Did y'all control fucking time and space, too? This is the power of love. Cheese. She could say that. She could just say the word cheese and prove you wrong. Also, she just said words at you, May. You're bad at this. Where the fuck did all you people come from? Some anime bullshit, Yuzu. Don't let it stop you. I mean, that wasn't a good fall, but that could have been so much worse. Because, you know, if I would have done that shit, I would have landed, snapped my knee in half, smashed directly into the floor, and died instantly. Put you right on the spot. How long are you willing to sit there while she does this shit with her hair? 10 minutes later. Oh. Mini Muffin getting that shit. Sorry.
Oh, this is so great. I wasn't even aware that I was up in the running for the relationship status. You bitch betrayed me immediately. I turned my back for a second and you're kissing another woman. Oh my goodness.
Sorry, Muffin, I get you. Every single relationship I've ever been in. Admittedly, none of them were gay. It's just the cheating part. Oh God, I'm sad now. Did you pay for that yet? You pay for that yet, Nina? I just slap the shit out of you. Girl, you got midriff going there? Kind of? Barely? The way her fucking scarf covers her face is kind of adorable. Just throwing that out there. Not so much in the close-up, but from a distance, it's great. She's got the little turtle head neck thing going on. Is that a euphemism? Jesus. I don't know how it is you're attempting to hold her like that, but I don't think that should work as well as it does. That is a smile. That's going in the thumbnail. Just is, I'm sorry. Don't just give her a goddamn high five and a smile. That's all that really matters. Going for that high five I was talking about. Yeah. Fucking nose. You're still pissing me off. Just got to get rid of the whole fucking thing. Bye. Well, if the manga's anything to count on, I think you guys will. Don't quote me on that. I'm just saying. Wait, what now? Did I miss something? Fuck. Oh, totes cray cray. That's what that be, baby. Oh, that just hurts. Oh, I can taste it. It's awful. Whatever those words are, they're just sickening. She's like a 6-foot-tall 4-year-old. It's ridiculous, and I don't hate it. I'm just saying. This means I tolerate you, Yuzu. Dropping the D word. Getting the D. Not in that relationship. No one is. I'm just... You and me fucking both, sister. It's nice, though. Sometimes. Sometimes it's fucking evil and it just tears you in half. And before I get fucking hit with copyright something or other, because that was so fucking perfect. Watch it. It's gonna happen. They caught it on one of those episodes. They'll do it again. Baby girl, I knew you still existed. Give me the wave. That's all I need. Damn it, Yume. I just needed one. Good, you still have your the energy of a small, terrifying dog. I don't know where I was going with this. It sounded so much better in my head, and then it immediately fell apart when it was brought into reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Hello, glasses girl, who hasn't really done anything in the show. I think she were in like 2 scenes. That counts. It ain't perfect, but I mean it's a start. Maybe that's good enough. You and your little puffball earrings. Guys, be careful. You're gonna walk right into the giant sign. Don't do. You're demons. I should have known you guys were actually ghosts the whole time. That is the twist of the show. Is secretly this is all in Yuzu's head from beyond the grave, and it's just. I don't even know. So, yeah, no, guys, that was the finale of Citrus. That was the show. That was the wrap-up. That was the thing. We've hit it. We've hit the final... It's the final countdown. Actually, the final countdown would have been right before I started the video, because that... So I counted. Damn it. Yeah, so that was episode 12 of Citrus, and I liked it. Actually, it was one of the episodes I think I liked quite a bit. It was fairly enjoyable. And again, going into it, this show in particular is an interesting thing. I hate it. I don't know what's wrong with my fucking nose right now, but it's infuriating. Motherfucker. But, you know, going into this show, I had a lot of different things. Because when I first thought about checking the show out was before the show came out. And that was because I, forever ago, just randomly kept seeing Citrus every time go by when I was searching through Amazon, being like, what am I picking up today? Oh, wait, what's this about? This is one of them mangas I hear so much about. I don't read manga. At least didn't. I still kind of don't. I never got into, like, comic books and stuff, either. It's just... I never got into it. It's just not my medium for whatever reason. But that's okay, because I'm going to try and work my way into it eventually. But that is not the point here! But yeah, no, it was pretty much very early on into hearing about the anime. I went into the show knowing that it wasn't going to be perfect, that it probably wasn't going to be my favorite show. It probably wasn't going to be a whole lot of much. But, and I will say, so throughout the course of the shows that I've watched, it is my personal least favorite. But I don't in any way say that as someone who's like, I hated it, it's awful. I still think it was a totally fine show, and there was a lot of things to really like about it. There was some good characters that I found enjoyable. There were some things that irritated me here and there. There were some things that I really enjoyed. But it just, yeah, it was a totally fine and enjoyable show, and it had some good moments, and it had dark fucking chocolate and Mini Muffin, and though he was only around for, I think, like 6.5 milliseconds, Blueberry was also kind of rad. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say, really, because I want to save stuff for potentially a final thoughts video. Yeah. So I think I'll just leave it off with, I enjoyed it. I did not regret in any way my time sitting down to watch the show. There was definitely things I like. I think overall best girl, again, throughout the whole show, is Yuzu's had my heart a little bit, because I've said it 100 times, but she's just got $1 million heart. Nickel head, but $1 million heart. And she's just very enjoyable, and I really do love her voice actress. I love the voice that she has. That's my kind of voice. Though Sarah there towards the end was really starting to win my heart too, because she just seems like a kind of decent human being, which is always a plus. And seemed to have her shit together despite being very quick to jump onto the love train. She definitely seemed to be pretty in control of her emotions and shit, which I have to give her a huge respect for, especially in a show full of people who have no idea how to fucking handle any emotion at all. I say that with love. Y'all motherfuckers have no idea what you're doing. Again, I have no right to talk, because I never did either, but I'm just saying, I still don't, but I'm just saying, I ain't coming at any of y'all fuckers for advice. Yeah, no, it was an enjoyable time. There was things I liked about it for sure. Again, as far as I know, they're not doing a second season or anything like that. But I will say this, if they ever end up doing a second season or something like that, I will probably be willing to check it out. I enjoyed it enough to where I would sit through a second season. Yeah, there's things to like about it. I think I give it a fine enough. Something with I went with at first when I first started the Annie list or whatever, I gave it a 7.5, and I think I bumped it up to 8 after the last episode or whatever. And I say it's a fair enough one. It's like it was a perfectly fine show. It was I almost called it terribly enjoyable, which I don't know what I mean by that. But you know, it was a fun time, and I will say it was a perfectly fun choice for the start of whatever the fuck it is here I do on this channel. And I think the last thing I really want to say is I want to give you guys again a big thank you. I just spent all yesterday making a huge video about giving thanks to people, but I want to give some thanks to you guys because pretty much from the very beginning of the show, it's the viewership's always been really good, and the viewership is fine, but like while you guys have always been the most vocal of supporters throughout the show, more so as time goes on, but maybe that's just because there's more people. Oop, shit, I'm sorry. But that looks bad on the audio. I bet you I just cracked the shit out of the mic. But as we continue to go on more and more, there seemed to be more and more support for it, and people seem to be enjoying themselves, and I hope you guys did enjoy your time here with me watching the show, because I enjoyed it, and I enjoyed getting to talk to you guys. Like, again, there was only like 2 of you in the comments ever, but you guys were incredibly talkative, and you're awesome, and you're having a great time, and it was clear that you guys really dug the show, and or at least the story and the manga and such, and you know, and that makes me really happy, because that's the biggest thing I think for me here the biggest thing that I enjoy most about these series, or about doing these reaction videos, is I get to, not only do I get to watch some things that I probably would have just missed otherwise, like, take Suka Suka, for example, one of the other shows. I never would have watched that show if it hadn't been for the reaction videos, and because someone recommended it to me because I didn't know it existed. I probably wouldn't have committed to sitting down and watching Citrus just because I didn't have a huge abundance of reason to go into it, but I did, and because of it, it very quickly started to grow with some love, and it stayed with a nice little bit of growth in the first 5 or so episodes, and the 6th episode happened, and then it kind of exploded, and yeah, no, you guys have been very, very cool and supportive and awesome, and I've had a great time, and I really hope you guys have. Oh my god, I really hope you guys have too. The biggest thing that does make me sad about this is potentially the majority, the vast majority of you guys are going to be disappearing after this because you guys are in it for Citrus. And if it's that way, I totally get it, and I understand, and I want to thank you guys for being around while you were. You guys have been awesome. And I hope that maybe someday you'll end up coming around again, and we'll find something else to catch your guys' attention, and we can do it here up on the channel. But for the few of you that might be staying and stuff like that, I want to say thank you guys so much for subscribing, or for just sticking around, doing whatever it is that you guys are doing, and I hope you guys will come with me on these other adventures that we have lined up. And I would love to continue talking to you guys. You guys are dope. You guys are really dope. I've had a ton of fun. I've had a ton of fun with this series. Again, it might not be my favorite, but I've had a ton of fun with it. So yeah, thank you guys for showing up and liking and commenting and talking and having a good time. I'm sad none of y'all showed up in the Discord because I would love to meet some of you guys a bit more. But yeah, no, I had a good time. I hope you guys did too. As for what's going on with the channel after this point, next week, there's not gonna be any videos out next week, and there's only gonna be a couple videos out this week because work. Hey, can you come in and work all these extra days because everyone else left? Oh, I'd love to do that. That'd be great. Definitely didn't want to sit and record videos instead. But yeah, no, so, I'm not gonna have any videos at all coming out next week, but that was originally gonna be our 1-week dip in between this and the next series anyway, so it's not too big a deal. After that week, we're gonna be starting up Hinamatsuri as our Monday show. It's a show I know very, very little about, but I've only ever heard good things about. I'm like, what's it about? It's about funny. Cool. So I'm very curious to see how that is. I've heard nothing but good things. Hopefully maybe some of you guys will come around and stick through that as well, or perhaps check out some of the other things we have going on the channel. Here in a little bit, Place Further in the Universe is going to be ending, which is making me sad because that show continues to just melt my heart every 5 seconds. It's great. But that'll be ending here shortly, and that's going to be replaced with No Game, No Life, because the poll ended just yesterday. No Game, No Life ended up being the main winner on that one. A little bit further down the line, Suka Suka is going to end up being replaced with Anohana, which is another thing I've only ever heard good things about. And the only instead of Hinamatsuri is You're Just Gonna Laugh. This one is You're Just Gonna Cry. For 12 episodes in a movie, you're just gonna cry, and I'm like, oh, that's great. I love that. I love hearing that. That's great. But yeah, no, so that's what's happening on the reaction blind commentary stuff front. And also gaming stuff is gonna be starting back up on the channel when we get back after our little week break thing again because of work. Yeah, so if you guys want to see me dick around with visual novels under Pokemon, that's going to be a thing here starting soon too. Yeah, I guess I really don't have much to say. If you guys liked the video, then by all means show it a bit of love. I most assuredly would appreciate it. please, please, please comment down below. Tell me what you guys thought of me, the video, the series, the episode of the show, what you guys are thinking about the future, what you guys want to do, what you guys think I should potentially do, if you guys have recommendations or thoughts or anything like that. Just if you have anything, please, please, please throw it down in the comments. Even if it's just to say, hey, man, bye-bye. Because, you know, it was cool to have you guys here. Feel free to share it around with friends and family if you're like, hey, well, this was a series that wasn't awful that this guy did. It was awful. You shouldn't do that. Subscribe and hit the bell and stuff if you guys want to stick around to see what we're going to do next. Piano, that's, I guess, that's weird. It's really weird. This is my first show I've ever wrapped up here on the channel like this, and I don't know really what to do with it other than just to say thank you. And I will, I'll either see you or I won't, here in another time. Again, I'm gonna try and do a, like, final thoughts, just official ending wrap-up video thing. It's not gonna be anything special. Don't go into it expecting anything too crazy. It's just gonna be me saying, like, I thought this was cool. Here and within the next week or so. Toodles, doodles, and lemons, everybody. Or I should end it with, we should end this right. I mean, come on. Toodles, doodles, and citrus. Bye-bye.
And while we're at it, why don't we get a little bit of a bye-bye from Dark Chocolate as well? Goodbye, girls. I hope you're having a good time, and I can't word right. Point is, you're great. I'll see you later. Dark Chocolate, we'll see you later.
In a totally non-creepy way. Chris, stop judging me.